This right here is 22-year-old Beth Goodier. She's been diagnosed with Kleine-Levin syndrome, or KLS for short. This is a condition also known as Sleeping Beauty syndrome. Beth falls asleep all the time and she won't wake up for months. Beth wants to finish university and become a child psychologist, but when her 17th birthday hit, this is when the syndrome started to affect her. About 5 years ago, Beth fell asleep and she didn't wake up for about 6 months. Now she would sleep for about 22 hours a day. She would wake up for just a few hours and sometimes she doesn't even know she's awake. She's in this like dream-like trance state. When Beth is awake, she would eat a little bit of food, have a drink. Beth is one of about 100 people in the UK to be diagnosed with this condition. Doctors don't know what triggers this condition, and also they don't have a cure for it. This condition has been studied, and apparently this condition happens to people around the age of 16 years old, and it lasts for about 13 years, so it kind of just goes away. This is like a really important part of life. This is when you really develop your skills and choose who or what you want to be for the rest of your life. This is the time, people are going to college, universities, and then they try to secure a good paying job after they graduate. I really do hope the best of luck for Beth, and I really hope doctors can figure out what's going on with this very rare condition so they can have a cure for it. Okay, this next story is really serious, and I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about it? I want to know your opinion. So over in the UK, Danny Warby is this guy you're looking at right now. Well, he was found guilty of causing death by dangerous driving. Danny was on a cell phone when the crash happened. So now he's sentenced to 6 years in prison. But he might only serve like a third of that. On average in the UK, the average sentence for causing death by careless or dangerous driving is just under 4 years. Also, if you have a reckless driving offense, you lose 3 demerit points. But in the UK, they want to double that, losing 6 demerit points, which means if you commit reckless driving or you're on your cell phone twice, your license is going to be suspended. So the debate right now is, should the penalty for being on your phone and getting into an accident causing death, should it be more harsher? Should the person be sentenced the equivalency to a murderer? Right now, the average prison sentence for a murderer in the UK is about 15 years. So should that be the sentence? Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below, because I really want to know what you guys think about this. Also in the UK, there's talks right now that the speed limits might be increased, and this is to ease up on traffic, and also people just think the speed limits are too slow and they often get caught with a speeding ticket. So the UK wants to ease up on those tickets. Currently, drivers are handed a minimum of £100 British fine. Police catch thousands of people every day speeding and they give them fines. In a year, they give out over 3 million British pounds worth of fines, which is a lot. So do you guys think speed limits should be faster? Imagine on the highway, it's like 120 kilometers an hour. That's like 20 kilometers an hour over the speed limit right now. If 120 is the norm, would people be going like 140? Are people always just gonna go over the speed limit? So should we just keep them how they are? Maybe even reduce them? Also, the government has announced that they're gonna be spending 15.2 million British pounds on resurfacing and expanding roads to ease up on the traffic. Alright, moving on, the Mummy official trailer has come out. So this movie trailer just came out yesterday. It hasn't even been 24 hours. This movie is a reboot of the Mummy franchise. The first Mummy came out in 1999, which is a very long time ago. So this new movie is starring Tom Cruise, so right away, there's gonna be a ton of action in it. The movie will be in theaters on June 9th of next year, so we gotta wait a little bit, but it might be worth it. We all know Christmas is around the corner, right? And well, Ikea has decided to give its employees 1,200 euros as a bonus this Christmas. This will be a loyalty bonus and just a way to say thank you. However, there are some stipulations. You have to have worked for the company for a minimum of 5 years. So in total, it's estimated that Ikea will give away about 900 million euros to its employees worldwide. I guess that's how you know Ikea has turned a huge profit lately. Next, we have Daniel Barron, who was trying to impress this girl he liked by going on this really scary slingshot ride, and this was at Six Flags. But it didn't go exactly to plan. Daniel actually passed out over and over again. I found the clip of it. Here it is. We shouldn't be too harsh on those kids, because that ride looks crazy. Did you guys look at the background? They were being flinged everywhere. I'd probably pass out too. Also in the news was this police officer who was breakdancing. This video is a little bit old. I might have talked about it a while ago, but it has resurfaced on Facebook. It's being shared around recently. I mean, that officer has moves. Those were some clean flares and footwork on the ground. He's got a lot of style and power. Just hopefully he didn't do all that with his gun in his pocket, because could you imagine if that went off? Bam! Everyone just runs. What, was my move too good? Alright, this next story is a really sad one, so the tone is going to change for a second. Mara, who is this cute little girl, she was put into an induced coma after having a virus. Doctors wanted to switch off her life support machine, but Mara's family is battling doctors to keep it on. Her parents went to court to try to rule in their favor and allow Mara to have the life support on for just a little bit longer. After there was a petition that received over 100,000 signatures, the court gave her 2 more months to see if she would wake up from the coma. Well, just after 10 days, defying all medical expectations, she woke up. This is such a crazy story because doctors thought that Mara was long gone because she suffered from so many neurological problems. I know having Mara hooked up to machines costs a lot of money, and doctors believe that she was long gone, but who do you guys think should have the final say to, pull that plug? Because I guess we can kind of say that the doctors almost killed this little girl. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. That was a crazy story. And you know what? That's what we're gonna end up today. That's all the stories I have for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with some more news stories.